everyone, this is Miss Segovia and I'm going to give you your notes on cells. So let's go ahead and put at the top our title, cells, and then we'll make this Cornell style. So draw your line down the left and of course your line across the bottom for your summary. So what are cells? Cells are the basic unit of all living organisms. Of all living organisms. All things that are alive are made up of cells, and in some cases, a single cell itself can also be considered alive. We have a cell theory that goes a little something like this. All living things are made of one or more cells. Of one or more cells. So you, for example, are made of lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of cells. If it weren't for the cell, you wouldn't be considered alive. We also know in 2 that cells are the basic units of structure and function in living things. A little while ago, you may have done a hierarchy chart where you had I like to call it the rainbow pyramid, and you can see we have molecules, but the next level up is cells. And then you would have tissues, organs, organ systems, organelles, but if it wasn't for cells, you wouldn't be able to have any life at all. So cells are the basic units of structure and function in living things. And our third part of the cell theory is that all cells come from other cells. Later on this year, you're going to learn about mitosis and meiosis, but the big thing with mitosis is that's the process where cells are made into 2 cells, and those 2 cells become 4 cells, and those 4 cells become 5 cells, and it just goes on and on and on, and creates lots and lots and lots and lots of cells. So in our next part, we're going to be studying organelles. And so all cells contain small structures called organelles. Each organelle has a specific function in the cell. And so this unit is really going to focus on those organelles. We're going to look at what each one does, what it's responsible for, kind of do a nice little overview, and then we'll get a lot more in depth with it. So in an earlier class, you should have done our little Venn diagram chart. Mine's blank here, but yours should have some info on it. And so let's just kind of reiterate the fact of our 2 major classes of cells. So 2 and those are prokaryote, or let's do prokaryotic cell, and eukaryotic cells. And so on these, a prokaryote, the way it is distinguished is that It lacks a nucleus. And most other organelles. You're not going to see a whole lot inside a prokaryote. And I know you wish that's all we got to study because it'd be super easy. But, you know, we got a few more things to do. And so examples of those are bacteria and Archaebacteria. Real simple little guys. They help with a lot of processes on the earth, but they're super simple. The other class is Eukarya, and this is the one we will spend most of our time on because it's the most complicated. So this has a nucleus, and it's surrounded by membrane bound organelles. You have lots and lots of membranes in there. The mitochondria, the chloroplasts, lysosomes, peroxisomes, vacuoles, all those different things. Eukarya is far more complex. And so examples are protists, fungi, plants, animals, tons and tons of stuff. When in doubt, it's probably a eukaryote. So that, folks, are your notes for cells. Really nice and simple. We've got cells are the basic unit of all organisms. We've got our cell theory. I'm going to go ahead and just make that look a little bit fancier so it stands out, because cell theory is a real important thing. A lot of biology, most of biology, if not all of biology, is based upon our cell theory. We know that all cells contain small structures called organelles. Each organelle is a specific function in the cell. And then prokaryote, real big thing, and I would circle this, lacks a nucleus, and this one has a nucleus. That's going to be your greatest identifying factor there. So that concludes your notes. Hope you had fun.